Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our Fosak TV USA. Here is the breaking news from USA. US President Joe Biden and Russia's Vladimir Putin will speak via video call on Tuesday. The White House says amid mounting tension over Ukraine. It comes after Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the US had evidence that Russia had made plans for a large-scale attack on Ukraine. But he added, it was unclear if Mr. Putin had made a final decision to invade. Russia has denied any such intention and accused Ukraine of executing its own troop buildup. In a statement released on Saturday evening, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said that Mr. Biden will underscore US concern with Russian military activities on the border with Ukraine and reaffirm the United States' support for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine during his call with the Russian president. Ukraine says Russia has deployed armed vehicles, electronic warfare system, and 94,000 troops along their shared border. Citing intelligence reports, Ukraine's defense minister Oleksiy Reznikov and Moscow could be planning a military offensive at the end of January. The Russian troop movement has strained already tense relations between Russia and the US. On Friday, Mr. Biden warned he would make it very difficult for Mr. Putin to go ahead and do what people are worried he may do. The US and its European allies have discussed imposing sanctions on Russia if it takes aggressive action. While Ukraine is not a NATO member, it has close ties with the bloc and has received Western weapons including US Javelin anti-tank missiles. Russian officials have denied any plans for an invasion and say the border troops are there for military exercise. Moscow has accused NATO of engaging in provocating behavior by holding drills in the Black Sea of Crimea. Russia's foreign ministry also said Ukraine has itself sent 125,000 troops to their shared border. Kyiv declined to comment on the claim. This week, Britain's most senior military officers said we have to be on our guard about the potential for conflict in the region. Jen Psaki told to the journalists that he distinctly hoped there would not be a war with Russia, but added that NATO would have to be ready for that eventually. Tension between Russia and Ukraine are nothing new. In 2014, Russia annexed Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula and soon after started to back a separate insurgency in Ukraine East. Most recently, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has imposed sanctions on a powerful friend of President Putin and banned broadcasts by 3 pro-Russian TV stations. President Biden and Putin held their only face-to-face talks in Geneva in June. Reuters report that their last phone call was 9th July. Beyond this report, Fosak TV USA.